So I just defeated the second level, and we're now going to go to levels 3 and 4 for this vid. Maybe pick up some arrows on the way, since I now have the bow. Yes, let's do that. I think that store was what, over here somewhere? Vaguely remember. Nope, that was a secret. I'm gonna go do levels 3 and 4 because I actually remember how to do them. And that's a lag. Because how to get to 5, I don't. So, yeah, we'll do 3 and 4. No, you don't even sell. No arrows here. But the cool thing is, when you get the rings in this game, so the blue ring gets Link his white tunic, but the store guys like end up matching Link for some reason. So that's kind of cool. Alright, I'm gonna equip the boomerang so I can go stun my enemies. Give me that. Nice. This guy sells arrows. Yep. Cool. Now we can actually use the bow and arrow. And waste rupees in the process. Alright, time to go all the way across Hyrule again and go to level 3. Let me not de-equip that. Don't want to use up more rupees. It's just a shame in this game, like, you don't have bottles, which I don't think gets introduced until Link to the Past, to be able to save up those fairies. Because I feel like picking them up when I have full hearts is kind of a waste, but that's alright. The game at least seems to be kind of generous with giving those out, so at least for now. Almost there. One thing I never quite figured out is I have like an extra key, so I think the game gives you more keys than you need in a dungeon, which I think is generally not the case in later Zelda games. But here, you can even buy keys at the stores, some of the stores, so I guess if you get stuck and, you know, you go through a dungeon and you just can't find keys in the dungeon, you can just buy the keys you need. But anyway, here's level 3. Got a nice green tint to it. I don't know, these guys, I think those are like the next higher level enemy of the little Hershey Kisses that are dangerous. And I think if I had a weaker sword, or defeat them with a weaker weapon, they'll break into smaller enemies, they'll break into the little Hershey Kisses. But anyway, so these guys are annoying because they're only vulnerable to the side or on the back. At the front, they're immune. I'd like to find the compass in the map, as I don't quite remember exactly the layout of this. Ow. Oh. Those are bubble that's a bubble enemy. If you get hit by that, your sword cannot be used for like a few seconds, which can be kind of annoying. Is this another Dodon? Nope, that's this guy. Oh. Is that the boss already? What? Okay. That was a little too easy, right? So I still need to get like the item out of this dungeon. And I don't even have the compass in the map. Not that they're required, but let's go get those things first, and then we'll go get the Triforce. The Triforce piece. Ah, there's the map. Is this a room I've previously been in? To the south, yes. Let's go this way then. Oh, good thing I came this way. I feel like there's a wall here that's bombed. That was a mistake. Also a mistake. Wasting my bombs at this point. Boom. Clock. Nice. That makes this so much easier. What's here? Compass. That's where the Triforce piece is, except I already found it. Ow. Nice. I'm out of bombs? Oh, man. More bombs, yay! I don't know, you just kind of have to question, like, the game is giving me bombs in this room, therefore, should I have bombed everything? Anyway, this was a definitely needed item, the raft. We will use it later. Go up to the top of the map here, because I have not been there yet. it's any, like... Hint man! Did you get the sword from the old man on top of the waterfall? Why, yes, sir, I did. I am holding it right now. A key. Which I don't really need. Because I've unlocked all the doors here, I'm pretty sure. You know, old guys, they tend to repeat themselves. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done here. That was easy. Jeez. Actually, is this bombable? I feel like it is. Yep. Okay. Sweet. Da-da-da-da. Alright. Now that I have this raft, I know there is one secret on the far east of the map that lets me get a heart container. I think. So let's go do that. And then we'll go do level 4. But, you know what? I changed my mind because level 4 is actually really close by. In fact, I need to go on that little bridge thing. Because now that I have the raft, that little bridge thing lets me cross the body of water. Just like that. And now I am at level 4. So, cool. This one's got a nice yellow tint. And I really don't remember the layout of this one either, so hopefully we can get to the map soon. And hopefully not defeat the boss before everything else. Like with level 3, we're not gonna bomb every wall. Oh, these guys. So, when you defeat them, they turn into the red geese or bats. Dark space? No problem. Use a candle. Alright, so we know where the Triforce is. Okay, cool. Boomerang can defeat them in one hit, and not just stun them. It's funny because these are blue, and I know like 2 videos or so ago I said blue enemies take more hits, but that is not the case with the keys. I feel like the red ones are more dangerous. I don't know. Let's light this up. Now I get a clock. Can't quite cross there, so the only option is this way. Whoa, there were two of them there? Alright, before going through that door, I'm going to use the key to go up here. Because the map's here. Great. But I can't get to it. Womp womp. I guess I'll have to go through the other door. I have to defeat these guys all over again just to get that door open. Lame. Like I said, I think in the last video, I don't understand. I never quite figured out how the game figures out when to respawn the enemies. Oh, new enemy type. Those are likes. So if I accidentally get sucked into one of those, they'll eat my shield. Only if I have the big shield. So, also I have these bubbles floating around as well. And like before, if I get touched by one of those, no! See, I lost my big shield. Now it's a small one. Guess I'll have to buy another one. Step ladder. Okay. Nice. So what that'll let me do is step across certain gaps. Like the ones we saw earlier in this dungeon. Kind of upset I lost my big shield. Yeah, so now I can just cut across all this now without any worry. And if y'all remember, in this room, there was a gap here. I think I just go through here. And I think one screen over to the right is where the map is. So let's just go ahead over there. Then we can see the shape of this dungeon. Nice. I thought there was a secret in that, like, space by itself. Oh, nice! I don't think I knew that as a kid. I think I learned that one when I was older. Alright, go this way. You again. Well, that was easy. Awesome. That's pretty lucky. Walk into the waterfall. Yes. We'll do that later. Oop. Switch back to boomerang. I'm about to get hit by those spike things, aren't I? Nope. Not today. Nice. Good job. Oop, here's the boss. I feel inconvenienced without my sword projectile thing. Oh, why is the door open? Maybe because I need to move one of these? There we go. Alright. Dragon enemy! If I defeat one head, it moves around like that. Alright. Yay, another heart container! Yay, another piece of Triforce. Triforce. Alright, we're gonna go to the east side of the map, because I know now with the stepladder and the raft I can get, I think, at least one more heart container. So, go over there. Actually, while I'm in this part of the neighborhood, I will go buy myself another big shield. Boy, it is really expensive. I know, I know. I know. Yay, big shield again. As I fail to use it. Across this way. Isn't there a waterfall over here? Am I making that up? I think I'm making that up. Go up here. This looks like a dungeon, but it is not. Take anyone you want. We're gonna go for the heart. Nice. Okay, but like for real, like this is just way too much for... I mean, it looks like a dungeon entrance and stuff. I don't know why this guy is hanging out over here, looking shady, but has a heart container. Alright, so I can use my step ladder over here too. There's nothing to be had over here, but one screen down is a heart container. Alright. Nice. Alright, that's probably a good stopping point for this one. So, catch you in the next vid.